So my first remote job, I'll never forget. My first remote job was with Career Karma. And I was very excited to finally have a remote job because I love the concept of that. Now there's a difference between WFH, work from home, and remote. I've had plenty of work from home jobs. Basically, you're not in the office, you just work at your house. There's a lot of benefit to that. But you're stuck in your city or region or country. Remote pretty much is free roam. It's what it means, just somewhere else. For the last decade, I guess you could say I was an on-site remote worker. I didn't actually have a headquarters. I worked in the retail district, roving around in different stores, that type of thing. So I had some experience being remote. In other words, I lived in Hawaii, but I worked in New York. Or when I was living in Hawaii, I worked in Hawaii, but the main management was on the mainland, or the main management was always in another city. So that's what I really enjoyed. I really enjoy those type of employment opportunities, especially remote work. So Career Karma was my first remote work job. And it required a lot out of me, It required me to be disciplined, to be managed, to keep my own schedule, keep my own timesheets, and handle my own payroll. Probably the most fatiguing thing about working remote is the numerous video conference calls. You do a lot of those, and staying engaged with Slack throughout the day. You do a lot of that. That's probably the most fatiguing part of the whole remote work experience. But after a while, after 21 days, after 4 months, you get the hang of it and it becomes second nature. And if you're like me and you enjoy traveling, then you're really going to enjoy your remote work experience because you get to do it from another country, which means that you, in your day, and you go out and explore, you pretty much have the rest of the time you want to yourself. And you're like, well, I could do that at home, but it's not the same thing. At home, it's routine. In another country, it's an adventure. And if you're really, really good at it, you can do it in other countries. You can stay 3 months, 6 months in this country, 3 months, 6 months in another country. The whole point of it is to be off and about, be off remotely without any issues, to stay continuously in the places that you enjoy. And that's what I really liked about working remote. So that was my first remote job with Career Karma. And now I'm looking for my follow-up remote job in between freelancing and being an entrepreneur.